What's going on, YouTube? Orlando Usher here. Back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm just here to give you guys an update on the 76. It's in the shop right now. I'm just trying to be patient. I want to call my mechanic and ask, hey, what's going on? But last time I talked to him, he had took the intake off, and there's some water coming from somewhere around the valves. You can see a little rust around where the water is coming in at. It looked like we may be headed back into another lockdown in certain parts of the U.S. Maybe the whole thing again. But I'm definitely practicing my social distancing and my mask. Wearing my mask. But we're definitely in some crazy times right now. A lot of stuff, races and NHRA, drag race and things like that. Some stuff is still going on. Excuse me. But, you know, we just ultimately have to be safe. It's definitely not the type of year that I don't think we all could have seen, just with the social distancing and the COVID just coming in, just derailing all of our plans with our projects, our cars, and just everyday life. It really sucks right now. But we must find a way to go on and be safe, and of course take care of our families, and don't do anything that will jeopardize that, or put anybody in harm's way. It's definitely an eye opener because I mean the things that we used to do without even thinking about it, they came second nature. We definitely had to think about it now. A lot of people probably got OCD. I know I do. I'm constantly squirting my hands with hand sanitizer, disinfectant spray, all that good stuff. But you just that's why I was saying, like in some of my previous videos, you just don't never know what you might be hit with going through this with your project or whatever. It could definitely make you be like, you know what, man, just come. I'm about to sell this car. I'm about to get rid of it. I just don't have time, on top of all the other stuff that I have going on right now. But my suggestion to you all is just to continue to fight through it all, and just continue to do all you can to restore your project and bring it back to a point where you can drive it and it's dependable, and you can feel good about it. That's therapeutic in these times right now, and we need something to take our minds off of so much tension. There's so much tension going on in the world right now, on top of what's already been here. This has been like this for a very long time. But things flare up, things pop back up. But when things like this pop back up, we have to make sure that we have something to keep our minds on things that will keep us sane. Our sanity is very important. But yeah, my car's in the shop right now. I broke down. Check out the previous video, the last one that I did. I felt it going up. I said, this car probably gonna break down on me. But I was trying to make it to his house because he lives, my mechanic lives about 25 minutes away from my house. But I had to take it on the interstate. The car didn't have any water in it. Last I checked, the car did have water in it. So in the midst of all that, trying to find out where all of this stuff is coming from, like the water leakage, why the valves are ticking and so loud over the exhaust. And guys, just be very mindful that you know who's building your car, and they're knowledgeable. This guy who has it now, he had a shop for 30 plus years. Plus he worked on the Army base, working on service vehicles and things of that nature. The last guy who had it, who actually put all the block together, took it to the machine shop, got it worked, and put it all together, I think he's knowledgeable too, but not as knowledgeable. Let's put it that way, because the the way the guy who has it now was talking to me, is he's very very knowledgeable and telling me things that I didn't even know. Like the valves should be set every 6 months because or checked. Just the small stuff, and we just want to get in the car and go. But we forget, we can't forget about changing the oils. We can't forget about replacing belts that are worn out. These are older cars, so the motors compared to fuel injection and things like that is just totally different. That's why I think a lot of guys are going LS. It's a smoother process. Not saying that they're not gonna break or anything like that, but I just hear it's a smoother ride. You have to worry about going out there patenting in the wintertime and all that good stuff. But to a lot of people, a lot of older people, and to a lot of maybe the younger generation, um, they really like the carburetor type thing. And I like the car. I mean, I just like old cars. I just like old cars, and whatever kind of way you can kind of implement technology now into something old, because you see Viper engines in cars and Ferrari engine and I've seen a Ferrari engine in a Mustang. It's just so amazing just how technology and architecture and things like that can go into the car. It's very amazing. But yeah, just know, because the mechanic now, he also was asking me for the specs on the cam and lifters. I had to take the cam and lifters that I had bought back to Summit, because when he came and looked at the car, he said, "Hey, I think you might need some cam and lifters because it was ticking that loud, timing chain and all that stuff." So I took all that back, and that was almost $300 worth of parts. So just be mindful of what's wrong with your car, and you won't know until they actually go in it. Like I didn't even know it was like a water leakage that's leaking on top of the valves, but you can see the rust is coming in somewhere. The water's coming in somewhere because there's rust on them. But you just have to just uh, be ready for the ride, buckle down for the ride, because that's the kind of stuff that'll make you be like, man, this this car is not, or this project is not worth my time. I don't even want to put any more time in it. We all know the money pit conversation. We all know everything that comes with this. But this is also therapeutic for us in the midst of what's going on in the world. Wife or kids or something may be getting on our nerves, but we can go out to our car, have a peace of mind, have a beer, and it's just a good conversation piece, whatever. The biggest thing is just doing what you can and keeping your plan on what it is you're going to do to make sure you get to your end goal. And I just been looking at different stuff, upholstery places. I want to get a sunroof put in there. I want, of course, a nice paint job, cosmetics. I'm looking at probably another 5 or 6, maybe even 10 grand worth of stuff. Just gonna come over time. Or if it comes before time, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I also have, maybe potentially getting another vehicle to add the to my collection. Don't tell the 76. Don't tell the Don. That's what I call him. My car, the Don. They may get a little jealous, but my goal is to possibly be like Jay Leno one day. That guy has hundreds of cars, or any other car enthusiast out there. It's all about us and all about what we want while we're here. And cars is just one of, for me. I love cars, especially older cars. It just does something to me. I think I've always been that way since I was a kid. Just now, just tapping into it now and just being realistic on what I can do. I think in our minds, if we had it our way, we probably have everything we want. But you just got to find out exactly where you can get in and where you can fit in, and what's realistic versus not so realistic. And don't get caught up in someone else's journey and what they got going on. Stay your course. Stay and ride and race your own race and put your blinders on and don't get distracted. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm proud of myself for even having the courage to put it on film and to give you guys some insight and taking you guys along a journey with me. It's very exciting. I'm hoping, um, most of all, to really just touch some of you guys and just be like, hey, it's all right. It's part of the process. The car is gonna break. The car is you're gonna get set back. I had a back injury not long ago. I'm just not getting over that. It's just certain things are gonna come and just try to discourage you or deter you, whatever you want to put in front of that to keep you from doing what it is you want to do. And it can be working on your project, it can be working out, it can be whatever it is. But you just got to know how to keep going. And I can't lie, I mean, when I hurt my back, it was like, oh man, here we go. But that's what life throws at us sometimes, things that are just unexpected. Um, but yeah, I took the car to the shop that day, and guys, just if I seem like I'm rambling, guys, just bear with me. Um, I'm just trying to make sure I touch everything while I'm here. But any question, comments, or anything like that, just leave them down, and I'll try to get to them. And you guys, stick with me just to see where I came from with the car and where I'm trying to go with the car. I want to have a sleeper. I plan on taking the car to the tune shop if he doesn't tune it, and see what kind of horses that we can produce with what we have, and what kind of part that I need to put on it to make it put out more horses. So far, I did another carb, 4-barrel carb, the headers. I got a distributor that we're gonna kind of hold off on, the Mallory distributor. We're gonna hold off on that for a minute because there's a distributor on there that he's gonna try to tweak and play around with to see if he can get it to doing what it see what it does first. But just different stuff that we're playing around with just to see what comes from it. But it's coming along. I'm anxious. I want to call him right now. I want to go up there right now. But at the same time, also want people to don't want your mechanic to feel like you don't trust them or you hovering over them or something like that. Even though you're super excited about the process. But yeah, I just got to give you guys an update on what's going on, and I'm gonna be picking it up soon, and I'll definitely have my camera with me, vlogging it and things like that. But just stay the course, guys. Stay safe. I'm gonna wrap it up from here, and like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to show you guys my journey, and I'm ultimately overall just to show you guys from start to finish what it could look like in the midst of hurting your back and working and family, wife, kids, all that good stuff. But stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Yeah.